Beneath the helmets and podium celebrations lies a world of lavish indulgence. Discover the extravagant universe of F1 drivers as they trade their high-speed machines for million-dollar yachts, rare timepieces, and exclusive supercars. Buckle up for a glimpse into the opulent lifestyles accompanying life in the fast lane. Charles Leclerc, an F1 driver who enjoys yachting in the open sea, bought his own boat in 2020 for an estimated $2 million. It's a 48 Dolce Riva with a peak speed of 35 knots. The Dolce Riva is 50 meters long and has 2 cabins that can each hold 4 people. Charles named the boat Monza in honor of his victory in the 2019 Italian Grand Prix for Ferrari. The Sonico shipyard has a long-standing relationship with Ferrari, and the logo can be seen on the team's vehicles and the drivers' helmets. More recently, in 2022, Leclerc bought the River Superfly 66 Ribella, known as Sedici, the Italian word for 16, his race number. It retails around £2 to £3.5 million. When Ricciardo made the decision to purchase a $3 million supercar, he was undoubtedly dissatisfied with his race vehicle on the track. Ironically, Daniel's vehicle is produced by the same team that was a factor in the termination of his McLaren contract. One of the most streamlined automobile designs in history is the Aston Martin Valkyrie. Over 200 miles an hour is the highest speed that its bizarre 6.5-litre V12 engine is capable of producing. Ricciardo's love for the Aston Martin brand was not evident in the closing stages of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, when he cost the Aston Martin team $18 million by holding off his former teammate Sebastian Vettel, with every place in the Constructors' Championship worth millions to the teams. The Aston Martin car is one of the world's rarest and most exclusive vehicles, designed in conjunction with Red Bull and Adrian Newey while collaborating with the team. Alonso is the third richest F1 driver, and his expensive items demonstrate his wealth. The Spaniard has a boat that is solar-powered. The amazing electric yacht, which cost nearly $5 million, is produced by Sunreef Grey. The boat is propelled by an innovative solar panel system and electric motor. There is enough room for 12 passengers on board, and Alonso is not the only legendary athlete who supports Sunreef. Rafael Nadal, a fellow Spaniard who plays tennis professionally, is the owner of an 80 Eco sail. Fernando Alonso and Richard Mille worked together to design a limited edition timepiece honoring a great samurai leader that is worth over $1 million. Lewis Hamilton received the keys to his McLaren P1 after completing his second championship. Nothing could stop him from purchasing this gorgeous, classy, and wonderful blue automobile, even though he had left McLaren. In terms of peak speed, the $15.6 million vehicle is comparable to an F1 vehicle. A 3.8-litre twin-turbocharged V8 gasoline engine powers it. In Monaco, Lewis Hamilton wears a shade of dark blue. The supercar provides the British driver with a certain sense of luxury. Lewis Hamilton's private plane, claimed to have cost $29 million, is one of the most well-known acquisitions made by an F1 driver to date. The aircraft was a Bombardier Challenger 605, a preferred model among pilots. Hamilton's lifestyle was ideal for the opulent, high-performance business jet, which could carry up to 12 people. The investment was brief though, and we can reveal that the celebrity no longer owns it, after the Mercedes driver decided to sell it due to worries about its environmental effects. The sand-colored ceramic casing, inspired by the flight uniforms used by US Navy pilots and the bleak backdrop of China Lake, distinguishes the big pilot from other watches and is Lewis Hamilton's go-to timepiece. This piece of art has a subdued dark brown dial with 4 readable subdials and a 4-digit year display, which is visible when closely examined. The perpetual calendar is likewise powered by the 52615 caliber automatic movement, enabling it to function until 2100 without requiring any manual adjustment. A 7-day power reserve is also provided by the automatic Pelotron winding mechanism in 2 barrels. The F1 driver with the greatest enthusiasm is Max Verstappen. Richard Branson had a $16 million private plane that he now owns, and it has a €33,000 simulator fitted in it. The inside seats of the 12th passenger aircraft may be folded into 2 extra-large flat beds. Additionally, it contains dining tables for the patrons and a working bar that Verstappen will use for his festivities. It is not surprising that Max Verstappen, who is only 24 years old, bought a Dassault Falcon 900EX private aircraft from Richard Branson and Virgin Galactic at the end of 2020 for an estimated $15 million. Verstappen is known for leading a luxurious lifestyle away from the racecourse. Given how many people are curious about his location, a Twitter account has been created just to follow Verstappen's plane as it takes off and lands. Verstappen also made two pricey Bengal cat, which ranged in price from $1,500 to $3,000. He once jokingly claimed that the cats were given the names Toto and Lewis in honor of his opponents, but subsequently acknowledged this wasn't the truth. The Tag Heuer Monaco Special Edition features a bright white, superluminova-filled rose gold-plated dial that contrasts with the deep black circular brush dial that was inspired by the renowned Monaco of the 1970s. Max Verstappen, the current world champion, is a major fan of this watch, which is driven by the dependable caliber Heuer 02 and encased in a beautiful black titanium case covered with DLC. In addition, this fiercely fashionable watch sports an 80-hour battery reserve and a classy black alligator strap for a sleek appearance. Raikkonen retired from racing at the end of 2021 after a lengthy and successful career that included stints with Sauber, McLaren, Ferrari, Lotus, and Alfa Romeo. However, he will have much to do in his retirement. The F1 driver has acquired an outstanding portfolio of properties in his native Finland, as well as in Dubai and Thailand, but he spends the majority of his time with his wife Mintu and daughters Robin and Rihanna in their house close to Zurich. The estate in Bar, a tiny hamlet close to Zurich, was purchased for an estimated $20.5 million in 2009. It is dubbed the Butterfly, though it is still unknown why. Valtteri Bottas has accumulated a sizable income while competing for Mercedes and currently Alfa Romeo. It has lately been reported that he is in discussions with the Kimi Ring about possibly buying the 4.6km FIA Grade 1 circuit in Lihti, Finland. After its completion, the Kimi Ring was supposed to hold MotoGP events. However, continuous financial issues have caused the project to fail. The previous owners entered bankruptcy, and now Bottas is in talks with prospective investors about buying the 4.6km circuit for an undisclosed sum. Sebastian Vettel, like the majority of Formula 1 drivers, is well known for his passion for supercars and has previously owned one of the most recognizable Formula 1 vehicles. Williams' FW14B, which helped Nigel Mansell win the World Championship in 1992 during a season in which the vehicle won 10 out of 16 races and 15 out of 16 pole positions, cost Sebastian Vettel a cool €2 million to add to his private collection. I found the Red 5 to be really fascinating. The car is unquestionably famous, and like me, it starts with the number 5, said Vettel. Girard, Perregaux and Aston Martin collaborated to create the Laureato Absolute Chronograph beginning in 2021. This watch is distinctive owing to its Sunray Aston Martin racing green dial with cross-hatching and lime-coloured chronograph hands that imitate the side strakes regularly used on Aston Martin road cars, as seen on Lance Stroll's wrist. Its contemporary 44M titanium and carbon case, the latter of which was obtained from two F1 racing cars utilized in the 2021 season, is another distinctive feature. Additionally, a first for the whole series, the caliber GP033001058 may be seen from the watch's back if you're interested in the mechanism. In 2021, Bell & Ross introduced the Alpine F1 range, which featured 3 stylish and athletic timepieces, including the BRX-1 A521. At this year's Bahrain race, Esteban Ocon was seen donning this now sold-out wristwatch. It has a skeletonized dial that references the Alpine's visual identity and a mechanism with an X-shaped central bridge, which can be seen through the dial side of the watch. Other notable features are the black perforated rubber strap that gracefully contrasts with the silver square case manufactured from titanium PVD coated, the bidirectional spinning steel bezel ring with the time marker, and others. As the checkered flag falls on the racetrack, the extravagant lives of F1 drivers continue off the grid. From high-octane cars to luxury yachts, their purchases rev up the adrenaline even further. The glitz, the glamour, and the price tags create a symphony of luxury, showcasing a world where speed meets splendor. Tell us your opinion on who has the best gadget and why. Do subscribe to our channel and keep liking our videos for the latest content.